Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're uncovering the hidden, honestly magnificent machinery operating quietly right inside your own body. We usually don't even think about our internal organs until, well, something goes wrong. But right now, literally as you sit there listening to this, there's a massive, relentless factory working away around the clock just to keep you balanced, healthy, and alive. Let's get into it.
So let's kick things off with a question I'm sure we can all relate to. It's a sweltering hot day out, you chug several glasses of ice-cold water, and then suddenly, boom, you're sprinting for the nearest restroom. But what's actually triggering that? Like, how does your body know exactly what you just drank and exactly what to do with it? Well, that brings us to our first stop, meet your master sensors. Look, most people assume kidneys are just there to produce urine, right? But their real job, it's all about relentless equilibrium. Sure, they dispose of waste, that's a big part of it, but they also meticulously balance your total fluid volume. They're constantly detecting blood impurities, and they precisely release the essential vitamins, minerals, and hormones that literally keep you functioning.
Which leads us right into this colossal filtration job.
Think about this for a second. 8 liters. That's the total amount of blood pumping inside your body right now. And every single drop of those 8 liters eventually enters this biological filtration plant through these branching arteries, carrying everything you eat and drink right to the factory door. But here's the crazy part. Your blood doesn't just make a single one-and-done trip. No, that entire 8-liter volume cycles through your kidneys 20 to 25 times every single day. The loop is just continuous, it's nonstop, and it is highly, highly regulated. And when you actually multiply that daily cycling out, the math is absolutely mind-boggling. Roughly 180 liters of blood gets sifted by these two little bean-shaped organs every 24 hours. Why so much, you ask? Well, because the ingredients in your blood are constantly shifting. With every meal you eat, every sip of water you take, the chemical balance changes. So the kidneys have to remain on permanent 24/7 duty, filtering just an incredibly massive volume of fluid. Let's zoom in a bit, going inside the nephron factory. As those arteries branch down into tiny microscopic vessels, they entwine with these little modules called nephrons. Think of them as a powerful array of filters and sensors. And get this, each individual kidney contains 1 million of these nephrons. It's a massive dedicated workforce that's just meticulously sifting your blood molecule by molecule. Now, to actually filter all that blood, each nephron relies on 2 specific structures working together. First up is the glomerulus. It's basically a highly specialized sieve that only allows certain ingredients, like vitamins and minerals, to pass through. And once they pass through, they enter the second structure, the tubule. The tubule is basically a chemical sensor, checking to see if your body actually still needs the stuff that just came through the sieve. The precision happening here is just incredible. The source text actually frames it perfectly, noting that if the tubule detects that those ingredients are necessary, they're reabsorbed in amounts that the body needs, so they can circulate in the blood again. It's basically a perfectly tuned recycling process, making sure absolutely nothing valuable is accidentally thrown away. Next up, balancing water and waste. Okay, so let's track the physical pipelines that handle the stuff your body actually rejects. Step 1. The tubules sense unneeded compounds, things like urea, which is just a leftover from protein breakdown. Step 2. They redirect this waste right out of the kidneys through 2 long, kind of sewer-like tubes called ureters. Step 3. Those ureters empty directly into the bladder. And finally, step 4. The waste is discharged, completely ridding your body of those byproducts once and for all. And hey, this directly answers that question we asked right at the beginning. If the kidney detects high water levels from you chugging that big drink, it just sends the excess liquid straight to the bladder. On the flip side, if your blood has low water levels, the kidney's actually smart enough to release water back into the bloodstream to keep you hydrated. That means less water ends up in your urine, which makes it appear yellower. It's literally a real-time indicator of your kidneys actively stabilizing your fluid levels.
But wait, there's more. Let's look at the kidney's hidden powers. Because beyond just managing fluid and waste, your kidney is honestly a master chemical director. These organs actively convert vitamin D into usable form for your body. They secrete renin, which is a vital hormone that can raise your blood pressure on demand. And they release erythropoietin, a hormone that signals your body to ramp up red blood cell production. And remember, they are doing all of this while simultaneously processing those 180 liters of blood. If we didn't have these processes going on, our bodily fluids would just spiral completely out of control. Every single time we ate a meal, our blood would take on this huge, unsifted load. Waste would rapidly overload our systems and, well, we would simply expire. So the kidney isn't just about keeping things running smoothly, it is fundamentally responsible for keeping us alive.
So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on. What would happen to your body in mere hours if these two magical little beans suddenly decided to just shut down their million-module factory? Just imagine the unsifted waste, the spiraling fluid levels. Kind of makes you profoundly grateful, doesn't it? Luckily for us, we have two of these relentless, brilliant machines working around the clock. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep marveling at that incredible factory inside you.